Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Joseph.
Which way are we going?
I don't know.
My name's Gio. But Austin.
Ryan. Max.
Kind of a Power Ranger setup.
Right,
We had a zigzag.
Well, I did say my name twice.
Okay, good. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to our video format. Nothing's really changed except you can see us now. So welcome if you're here from
Unless
YouTube.
you're still listening on Spotify or iTunes.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to listen twice, you can always do it once on Spotify, once on Apple, and then once on YouTube. And then
we love our audio files.
Wait, so that's 3 times then.
Yeah, 3 times.
Triple.
All right. But yeah, we're happy to be on video. We're happy to do it this way. So other than that, let's get into it. Everyone's got their drinks. Did everyone try it already?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
Pretty good.
It's good.
I like it. Very subtle. Very chill.
Putting the fellas on to something a little newer.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So first things first. The way we start off everyone. Am I the asshole? All right. I'm going to read this one just so we don't got to pick unless somebody wants to read.
I literally never want to read.
All right.
I'm good.
Cool. All righty. Am I the asshole? Oh, I don't want to read the title. Okay. My wife is 34 and I am 33.
Okay.
We are having our second child and we have a daughter who is 5. She's been grouchy her whole pregnancy, so her sister offered to plan her a gender reveal party. The plan was that all the food and decorations would be blue or pink, and in the end, we'd get one of those special sparklers that would light up in either blue or pink to reveal the gender.
Okay.
We went to the doctor and got her to write the result on a folded piece of paper, which we passed to her sister without looking. So, flash forward to the day of the party, and the moment of truth comes, and the sparkler turns out to be pink for a girl. I don't know what came over me, but all I felt that moment was very bitter disappointment.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
To be honest, all I was hoping for baby number 2 is to be able to toss a ball around with him and coach Little League. Or watch him go to Boy Scouts.
Can't toss a ball to a girl.
No.
I was like, can you not do that with... Okay.
I know my daughter is only 5, but I've already started to deal with the dramas of being a father of a girl and the thought of having to double up now on the neuroticism. The thought of doubling up now on the neuroticism was harrowing. Oh, this dude's a dickhead just for making me say that out loud.
God damn.
Oh, shit, chill.
All
right. I know my daughter is only 5. I almost read it again. Okay.
Says that again?
No, it's just the post cut off differently.
Okay.
Listen, again, I know she's only 5.
Yeah,
Only
listen
5.
again. All right. He said, I grew up in a house with 3 older boys and 1 younger sister, and I can't imagine seeing myself be outnumbered. What?
Oh my God.
Sorry, I didn't read I only read the first part. My wife. Here we go. My wife grabbed my arm as people were approaching us to say their congratulations and said I need to look happier. At the moment, I just snapped. I shook my head and walked out to my car.
Damn.
We showed up separately.
Dude snapped.
Bro snapped. We came separately, and then I drove to my sister's house. She's a 21-year-old female. I'm not sure what that means in this situation, but he mentioned it. Okay,
Okay.
My eyes are just rolling out of my head right
I was
now.
gonna say, dude, this guy sucks, bro.
All right, let me finish it up real quick. All right, he says, I started getting texts from my sister-in-law and my wife saying, way to reenact their dad leaving their mom when they were 10 and 12. Ooh, chale.
Oh, Chale Supreme.
Chale Supreme.
Bro.
I feel like the accusation was unfair and that I just needed some time alone. I didn't ask to be flabbergasted. Oh, this dude sucks ass. It just happened.
None of us asked you to be flabbergasted.
Yeah. And I don't think it's fair that they would have demanded I smile and nod for the next couple hours. Am I the asshole?
Yes, you are.
Yes, completely.
Absolutely.
You're such a dick. Like,
Delete your account.
That dude sucks so much
I was gonna say,
ass.
this dude just sucks. Like,
Can't throw a ball to a girl.
I was gonna say, all of his arguments, like, you can still do that with your daughter, dude. Like
literally, it's
Yep.
like
you can even do it with the 5-year-old you have now. Like,
Yep.
when I think of how many
God. I mean, if the kid wants to do it.
yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah, we're not
if they
forcing
want
anything.
to.
When I think of
My
how
daughter's
many,
going to be a softball girl.
Right, like,
That was like,
oh yeah,
shit ass.
when I think of like how many
God.
like children are like forced to like not I guess can stick to like the gender norms, but like the ones that want to do something, like a girl maybe did want to like go to Little League or whatever, and this guy, he's so worried about him. He's like, I wanted to be a coach and I wanted to be this, and it's like shitty ass behavior.
I don't know.
Like,
His
yeah.
thing was basically, he's like, I wanted to be a dad for like a boy.
yeah. He's like, I want to have the dad thing just because I was a boy, and He said outnumbered, which is really strange to
Yeah,
me.
that's
Are they gonna
the part where I
betray
was
him?
just
It's
like,
just, it's just
okay.
weird.
Yeah.
I feel like it was weird that he used that terminology for like his family. Like,
I mean, that's not like-
exactly.
Okay,
Why is he viewing it that way?
Okay,
exactly.
in the first
Yeah.
place?
Exactly.
Outnumbered.
That sort of concept has always been just bamboozling to me. That,
Were you
that your love
flabbergasted?
your love for your child is conditional upon what gender they are.
Yeah.
Like
would you say you were flabbergasted?
I
by
was,
that?
I was surprised to be flabbergasted by
And
it.
you didn't even ask for it.
I did not ask to be
didn't ask.
flabbergasted.
Harassed by a cacophony of complaints.
There you
of
go.
his
Cacophony of complaints.
Here's the thing though. Okay,
first
so
attitude at the gender reveal.
so I like to think he's like, okay, I'm pretty strong. I think I can get a girlfriend or wife, right? And then they start doing the dirty, and he's like, yo, what if now that I'm having a child and it's a girl, now it's 2 against 1? You know what I mean? Like he's so threatened by a tiny baby and his wife.
He is
Like when he's like, what are they gonna do?
Like wage war against
Yeah,
him.
they're
Like,
gonna kill him in his sleep and take the throne. I guess.
Put
I don't
makeup
know.
on him. Put
Yeah,
lipstick
they're gonna-
on him.
yeah.
Ooh.
Tie him down.
commit war crimes
Make
and
him wear
put lipstick on him.
pink.
Turn the
They're
whole.
gonna-
They're gonna start buying pink stuff for the house.
Nah, dude, they're gonna get his ass
You
like
have
the
no
Wicker
say
Man.
now.
If he's a real man, he will not let any pink in that house, and that's just science. I'm sorry.
Do you guys?
No way.
No, Ryan, tough guys wear pink.
Just
You remember the shirts?
Yeah, I'll say. Do y'all
just
remember
like
those shirts?
just like rustic, like wood cattle skulls in the
Right,
walls,
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
skulls.
Anything just like
Moose.
real manly like that.
Yeah.
Everything's made of wood. The fridge, the faucets, the windows are just wood.
the water that come out.
Yeah,
comes
water
out of
It's
the
just wood
faucet.
chips.
No, it's like little like logs come out of the faucet just because it's smelly.
Lincoln
Yeah,
Logs.
and then all the
Crushed turkey.
everything that's
wood pellets. Yeah, it's like wood pellets or like
Sawdust.
wood blocks. Yeah, sawdust or blocks.
and it,
Pencil shaving.
yeah, everything that's like hard is like birch, like polished birch, and then everything that's soft is like flannel, and that's it.
Yeah, right. All the blankets in the
Yeah.
house.
Sounds like
it
Twin
just
Peaks.
sounds like Twin Peaks.
All right, so I know we were thinking about limiting it to one. Am I the asshole?
Yeah,
So I have
talk to him.
2 quick ones that
Hurry.
these
Okay,
are
2
these,
quickies.
and they'll be quick because I'm
Rapid
paraphrasing
fire,
them from
rapid
ones that I
You just
read
remember him?
over this last
And
week.
the fire round go.
And I
Let's
think
go,
we'll all be on the same consensus, but I think it's really funny ones. So
Give it to
one
us.
of them was so there's this guy. He was saying, "Am I the asshole for
Yes.
getting angry at my girlfriend for the following?"
Okay.
So he said his girlfriend's currently working from home, and he said that he has like a evening night job or something like that. He likes to sleep in until 12, right?
Okay.
And when he's not working, he stays up late playing video games with the boys and wants to sleep until 12.
This isn't
right?
about you, is it?
No. No.
That last guy would kill to be able to say that.
Yeah.
And so he said that one morning he woke up to his girlfriend doing a Zoom call for her job. And after he had specifically left a note on the bedroom door saying, "Please do not wake me up before 12."
Okay.
And it was before 12. And she was like laughing and being like somewhat loud or whatever. Woke him up. Went to the living room where the office room where she was doing her Zoom call, and said that she was dressed too pretty for an at-home Zoom call. And he said that the people on the call was her boss, who is a woman, and another coworker who's the same age as her and is a guy.
Well, okay.
And he
Back
said there's
up.
no way you need to be dressed this nice. You're not trying to impress anyone. And she was like, "It's a business call." Like,
Exactly.
yeah, and he was like,
This
"You
is
were
work,
you were
dog."
being too loud. You were laughing too much and stuff like that."
God.
Okay.
Nerve of you.
When is it not
and you woke
too
me up.
much? Like, what's the cutoff? Like,
Okay, I got
fucking
2 questions.
stupid.
One really doesn't have to do with my answer, but one does. So one, I'm assuming she had this call in the morning, like at 8 or 9, and he was
Yeah.
asleep. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought,
woke him up, and so
I
he was
thought-
angry about that too.
I was gonna say, I feel it was like 2 a.m. and she was doing that, and she was dressed up. I feel
It's
like,
like business call, babe.
yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that would be a little suspicious, but definitely nowhere near to the level of being like saying anything. But
I mean, even if it was at 2 a.m, though, it could be an international business call.
true, yeah.
Exactly.
Just saying. Just saying.
And that leads to my second question, which is, it was an interview for a higher job, or was it the same
It was
company?
it was
And then-
work with her company. It was just like a meeting.
Yeah, just
I thought it was like a-
imagine like a bit like a Zoom.
I thought it was like an interview or okay. I know you guys might hate me for this, but I'm gonna go. He's the asshole.
I do not hate you.
Yeah,
for
we
that
all
answer.
agree.
I know you guys don't.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't
Yeah.
say this guy's a dick. What?
He,
Like,
he
you
is a
kidding me?
he is a
All right,
charge.
they all disagree. All right, I win next.
The other
He
one.
sounds super insecure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Super.
I feel like
Just to
if-
police what she's wearing it like in the first place is like that's just stupid.
And how much she's
Policing anything is
laughing.
bad.
Oh yeah, one
Yes.
of the things he said was
Abolish
we can
him.
point now.
Right.
one of the things he said was that she was wearing too much makeup. She said that her boss isn't going to care how much makeup she's wearing for a
I'm gonna
meeting.
eat this microphone just to.
I need to get a new pair of eyes. My old ones are
Yeah.
rolling out.
All right, so the other one was this one's another quick one.
Wait, before you start, I just like to imagine what, like, I don't know, going into like a interview, like completely covered up in like a costume. If
Like
you'd
a
be okay
furry?
with that. I don't know, like this, like Billy from
Oh.
Saw. You know what I mean? Like or Jason. I don't know. I thought just turn on a Zoom call and someone has like,
They're dressed up
yeah,
as, like,
someone's dressed up. Okay, anyways,
Sorry,
That just popped into my head that there's probably a bunch of furries that are doing Zoom calls. Like now that we're under the pandemic, like there's
good.
probably a bunch of
Furries,
furries
Zoom
having
calls?
meetings. Yeah.
you mean the bravest in our country for wearing masks all the time?
exactly.
Yep. Thank you for your service.
Okay. The other one
pay for their
was
gas.
it was a 23-year-old who was going to a family dinner,
Okay.
and he was asking, "Am I the asshole for announcing at my family dinner how much I make at my new job?" So apparently he's got a new job as a software engineer. He
Badass.
fast tracked through college to get a degree and get training in software engineering,
Nice.
and got a 6-figure job
Ooh.
in software
Badass, that's
engineering as a 23-year-old, which is really impressive.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that's fucking killer, dude.
And apparently he was like really low key about it. You know what I mean? He was doing
Okay.
his own thing. He didn't, he didn't go out of his way to be like, "Hey fam, I'm making 6 figures now. What's up?"
Yeah.
He just was making it, right? Anyways, he bought his dream car. He's been wanting for a long time. Shows up to the family dinner, and everyone's just like, "Where'd you get that car?" He's just like, "Oh, I just bought it. Got a new job, a couple months ago, and it's been going really great." And then his uncle asks him, "How much do you make?" And he told him how much he made. His uncle said, "There's no reason someone as young as you should be making that much money, especially for a job where you're just
like
sitting
that.
on your ass doing software
He's
engineering."
got his uncle
No,
stressed.
that is stupid.
Uncle's
That is-
pressed.
So he
Wow.
got
bro.
angry at his uncle
Yeah,
and
dude.
spoke out and
Hell
basically
yeah.
said like, "I worked hard for this. I deserve this."
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, he fast tracked it. Fuck him. Yeah, he did
yeah.
work.
And apparently his dad was on his side and was just like, "Nah, fuck him. Like, you worked hard for this. You
yeah,
deserve
okay,
it."
yeah, there you go.
But I
Wow.
guess his sister
Way to go,
and
Pops.
some of his cousins said, "You shouldn't have been so rude to your uncle about that."
His
him.
uncle was
Are you
out of
kidding me?
pocket.
Hell
Hold on.
no.
Hold the floor.
Right.
Were these cousins women? Was he outnumbered? The streets need to know.
If they would have been boys, maybe they had been on his side.
Maybe
He wouldn't have been outnumbered.
if they could catch balls, then this would be a whole different
Yeah.
conversation.
But the best part is, I think it's still in the post. He had asked them, what was I supposed to say? He
Yeah.
asked me how much I
would say,
made.
Exactly.
And they said, when someone asks you that, you don't say how much you make. You just say like, "Oh, haha, enough."
I mean, like, I don't know.
Is that they need to be telling a the thing? uncle not to ask that shit, and especially not to
that's a
be
pretty-
saying, "Oh, you're too young to
Don't,
make
don't
that
ask
much money."
questions
Who-
you don't want.
who is
And then to
answers
get mad at his
Yeah.
answer, like you asked the question.
Exactly.
Don't ask
like-
if you can't handle it. Like,
Exactly.
come on,
Can't stand the
And
grown
it's
ass
not
man.
like
And
he
that's-
came in and was just like, it's like, "Hey, what's up?" Dressed
Yeah, I was
in
gonna
like,
say, I was
dressed in
expecting
like
you to be like,
sharp
you know,
clothes,
kept
like,
coming
"What
in
the
being
fuck's
like
going on,
dickhead,
guys?"
like yeah,
And,
but like
and that's like some.
Passes someone the coat.
Exactly what
You
I
can
thought.
take that.
I imagine
Right?
I imagine
Sure,
a
that.
chain that just has like a dollar sign on it.
He walks in.
Yeah,
That's
or like
the
dollar sign
signature of-
sunglasses.
That's when you know someone makes 6 figures. They walk.
Yeah, they
in
walk.
with
They
it.
get the they mail it to you like the YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
wallet.
I
well,
just
if
get
I ever hit
success
six
when your
figures,
suit
that's
made
what
of
you guys
money.
will know. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
a big chain with a big dollar sign.
I'm gonna go, Gio. No way.
6 figures, bro.
Yeah, I was like
6 figures, bro.
the six.
Uncle's on some bullshit capitalist
Hell yeah,
stuff.
he is,
Said
though.
like that 23 years old is too young to be making that much money. Like I don't know. That's like some rotten brain behavior.
Speaking of
There's
that,
go ahead.
there's a Twitter profile that I've seen recently called
Accidentally left.
"Accidentally Left."
Oh, mwah.
What is it?
Choice.
What's it called? I didn't hear.
Accidentally left.
Yeah, it's about people who are like complaining about people with like left leaning ideas.
They're like trying
and
to talk
ideologies.
shit on
And they
leftists
end
and
up like
leftism.
basically proving
helping,
a point,
basically.
helping the point. Like one was just
Yeah.
like, I think it was a quote from Warren Buffett. It's my favorite one. It was just like, you have to learn how to make money overnight, or else you'll work yourself to death during the day, or something like that. And someone was just like, it's accidentally left. Yeah, we shouldn't have to make money overnight. We should
Yeah.
be able to not work ourselves to death by just working a normal 40-hour week or just doing that.
Yeah.
It's like shit like that. Or like that's the one that's been really popular is just like any iteration of people going like, so the left wants free healthcare. What else do you want?
Yeah.
And it's like, what else do you want? Free social services, free this. It's like,
You want
that's
teachers
like-
to be paid a living wage?
It's like, yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of the point.
There's a lot of them where they're like, oh, they want to abolish the police. What's next? Take the military,
The
out of the
military?
bases.
It's like, yeah.
Like, you got a good idea
Yeah,
there.
it's like,
Yeah.
actually.
Go for it.
Do I-
Go with that one.
Do I hear 3?
I didn't think about that, but that's a good idea.
Right,
Yeah.
It's
like you
on
get
that
it.
same that last one. I don't know why I thought it was gonna have a twist. 'Cause some of these have really good twists, but I thought it'd be
The twist.
a funny twist of like he got this really big job, but he made like just like a shitload, like just not much, like 19,000 a year. You know what I mean? Like he announced it and they got mad at him.
And they're just like, well, why would you take that job?
Yeah, it's like I
Shit.
fast tracked. I'm
it's my
23.
passion.
I was valedictorian. I got my dream car, and I'm making 19,000. And then everyone's like, "Wait, what? No, that shouldn't."
What's your
what
I'd
happened?
be like,
Yeah,
What's your dream
Record
car?
scratch.
1997
What's
Toyota
the
Camry?
one that YB and
Yes.
Corday wanted to get those
Hell
shoes
yeah,
from. All right, I'm gonna go. No, he's definitely not the asshole. His
He is
uncle,
not the
Yeah,
asshole.
no,
No,
his-
his
absolutely
uncle's
not.
the asshole.
his uncle's,
Yeah,
bitch,
yeah.
his uncle's
For
bitch
sure.
made for that. Just
Hell
like
yeah, dude. His uncle.
and
I bet his uncle would get along real well with that first guy.
they
Exactly.
can probably hang out and
Throw balls.
Talk about
Throw balls
fucking
together.
capitalism
throw
and
balls together.
their grass.
yeah, as long as they're not outnumbered, they'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, Uncle, familiar story. I just found out that I'm not having a son. It's like, well, it's better than having a son who makes more than you, or a nephew that makes more than you. They just toss and complain about
hey,
shit.
you want to toss this ball around? Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah! Does it make 6 figures?
I don't have anyone I
No.
can toss a ball to.
And then Kenny Loggins hanging with the boys plays in the background.
It's so it's so crazy that like I know
The Top Gun
people,
vibe.
people that are older than us obviously don't get like
Shit
the,
ass movie. Sorry, I'm sorry.
you're good.
Hot
What are you
take
talking about?
alert.
Really quick, you said fuck Top Gun?
Hot take
fuck?
alert.
What even happens? I don't even
Okay,
remember.
no, I
I think
don't
Tom
know.
Cruise flies a plane.
Flies a
No,
plane?
Yeah.
the only thing that
Fuck Top
matters,
Gun,
hanging with the boys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Top Gun, hanging with the boys. It's all that matters. All that matters.
Give a shit about jets.
Google's my friend. I might have to hit him up.
I really don't give a shit about jets either. So
You don't
yeah,
like jets?
No, I
don't
could
get
not
it. I
care
don't-
less about anything.
I mean, like
The only
probably,
jet that
anything
we've already
than a
seen
jet.
planes, and those
I
planes just go fast. But it's
mean,
like in
I
the sky,
like
so it's
fast.
just like I feel like in the sky when you're going faster, like it just doesn't make that much of a difference than if like you're on the ground, you know?
I think it'd be
the ground,
badass
like-
to fly in one, but like, I don't know what all the fuss is about.
I never find
Yeah.
myself fantasizing about anything
Yeah.
jet related.
All my-
I've only
Yeah.
ever seen the volleyball scene, so I don't know.
All my
Are you familiar with like the
think it's
the
great.
events where they fly
Sorry.
and go in circles and stuff like that?
I think so.
I don't know what's
right?
it called. They have like a name.
like Blue Angel.
like a loop de loop.
Yeah, but I don't care about the Blue Angels.
Nobody does because they tried to make him like do a tribute for the nurses and the essential workers, and they just flew around in like a circle. But I will say, all my favorite Transformers are jets. So
Okay.
Starscream.
Yeah, but they
pretty
transform
cool.
into something else. That's
Something
what
cooler.
makes them
it's still
interesting.
badass.
Like a transformer.
I don't like a tractor transformer. That's lame.
The cell phone one?
Nah, dude, that'd be awesome. It'd probably have like a redneck accent. and
Yeah,
shit,
right.
And just be all funny.
like
Has like a straw hat
Mater
for some
from
reason.
Cars.
Goddamn Decepticon.
Like he's talking about like Mater from Cars,
Yeah, I was
where like
saying,
his
like-
voice matches the car he is.
That Decepticon don't act right.
Decepticon don't act right. I
Decepticon
tell
don't
you
act
what.
Transform time.
My
It's
Autobot
Transformer
daddy
time.
would have never stood for that. I
This
tell you
galaxy
what.
ain't big enough for two of us.
Cowboy one.
First, you Autobots just want
I was gonna say.
free repairs for your cars. What's next? Defund the Decepticons.
Defund the Decepticons.
Accidentally left
What would happen
Transformer.
next? Megatron is a great robot president.
Liberal Autobots.
That sounds like a like accidental.
Liberal Autobots.
Well, I
and
stand here with
Republican
optimism.
Decepticons.
So it's about the same. It's about right. That's what they're actually about. If you watch the movies.
The Allspark isn't real.
What are we talking about?
Allspark is a
Oh,
hoax.
back to that one we were talking about. I feel like it's like I get that since they're older, like they haven't had the technology as long, but I always get so surprised when like they like don't give the merits to the people that build the shit that we have. You know what I mean? Like when they tell you like the technology that got us to the moon is in your pocket right now, and like they don't respect that. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Because every single old person like has a phone.
They
and
will not do their goddamn research.
they have a phone. Like they use all this technology, but when it comes down to it, they're like, oh well, a younger kid's doing it, so that's stupid. You know what I mean? It's like every old person that I've seen ever complain about a phone or social media has always been on social media via iPhone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like,
Yeah.
just say it's cool. We all like it. We all enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
it kicks ass like to be in the future. I don't know why it's always like.
And you can
back in my
find
day.
accurate information if you just look for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can't just be all like presented right in front of you. Like I think that's what they think is like anything that's on their screen, if it's on their Facebook, if their friends are posting it, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, I was talking about more about the kid just making more because he does software engineering.
Oh,
They're trying to
gotcha.
say like, oh, like all you do is sit at home and work on your computer. It's just like,
Oh.
I mean, this dude could make like an AI or some shit. You know what I mean?
he's
It's like,
that's a lot of
The
that's
same-
that's a lot
he's
more
pretty
to it than
smart.
sitting on your ass. Like,
yeah.
The same like old people who talk shit on people who like sit on their ass on the computer all day. Like I'm not saying that they sit on their ass, but you know what I mean. The people who are
Allegedly.
just like, yeah, just sit on your ass on the computer all day and make 6 figures doing bullshit. Are the same people who can't fucking open up Internet Explorer and fucking like Google search some shit. You know what I mean? Same people who can't work a fucking computer in the first place, let alone do like software engineering. You know what I mean?
We fear what we don't understand.
That's the
Exactly.
funny shit to me.
Transformers.
I miss Cha Cha. Do you guys ever use Cha
I
Cha?
use Cha Cha.
Oh man.
242,
242.
242.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Yeah,
Is that the one where you asked
Come
me a
on.
question?
Going
Yeah.
back in time, real
Yeah.
quick.
Right?
And they had like people that would
Stop smacking the
text
table.
you like people.
Yeah.
I guess they would like you would text them a question and they would just Google it.
Basically, yeah.
Do it for
Definitely cheated on some tests using Cha
Using
Cha.
Cha-Cha?
Yeah. It was
Nice.
like
Are you serious?
the replies were so fast.
They're really
Yeah.
fast.
I would definitely be okay making 6 figures, Googling stuff and sending it via text.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Are they hiring?
Yeah.
Cha Cha hiring
You guys
or
ever
Ask
have any,
Jeeves or
uh,
something?
Has G-
You guys ever
They
have
still-
anyone on your friends list or like someone you knew on like social media who posts that link that's just like, let me Google that for you? It's like a website where you type in like someone like posts a thing that's just like, hey, are there any mechanics that you guys know of in the area? And they'll be like, and they'll post like this link in the comments that says, let me Google that for you. It's a website. You click on the link, it just pulls up Google and types in what your search is,
Oh, really?
mechanics in my area or whatever, and then it hits search and pulls up the Google list or whatever. And to me, it's like, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of questions people ask on the internet that they could probably just Google,
Yeah.
but it's just like such a passive aggressive asshole thing to do. You're just
Yeah.
like, you just leave that comment there, and it's just like, okay, I get it. I was asking for like advice, like if anyone knew
Yeah.
of a good place,
Like a
or something
recommendation.
that. Yeah.
Just ask the the paperclip in Microsoft Word.
There we go. Yeah, ask the paper.
Or
There we
ask
go.
He
Jeeves.
can help you.
My favorite.
Didn't Jeeves die or something like that? Like, was it-
Really?
Jeeves, his legacy lives
No,
on.
Rest in
there-
peace,
There
Jeeves.
was like a story to Jeeves
Mr.
or something
Jeeves,
like
the
that.
Pioneer's Peanut.
Herman Cain also died. Herman Cain got coronavirus and croaked.
Damn.
I'm gonna be real with you. I forgot who he was, and I thought he was the Raising Cane's guy. I thought he
wait,
was
what?
the CEO of
Raising
Raising
Cain
Cane's.
is a
brother.
dog.
Well, I know, but I thought he
His
like
brother.
owned Raising Cane's or something.
Spelled
for a
different,
second.
isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Yes.
I just
Wait, so
forgot.
it's named. Wait, Cain's is named after a dog?
Yeah,
It
Raising
is a
Cain is a
dog.
dog.
yeah,
Oh.
It is.
Cain
Have
is
you
the
been in
dog.
there? They got a big old like
Isn't
like
They raised him
manifesto
only
the
on
wall.
fried chicken. That's how
Shit,
it got
I don't know,
the name.
man. I just thought
His
that was just a
name
part
is-
of just the weird shit on the wall.
But his name is Cain, right?
His name is Raising Cain. That is the name of the dog. Is Raising.
But the restaurant's
Cain.
called Cane's.
The restaurant is called Raising
Raising
Cain.
Cane's.
It's called Raising Cane's?
So
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
And
owner,
they sell
Yeah.
dog tenders.
Oh,
Like,
the owner
if it's named after a dog,
spent
why do
his
they sell
life
chicken? That makes
raising.
Canes.
Dog's name is Raising Cane's.
Raising Cain.
Somebody Google this.
Raising Cain.
Yeah, the dog's name is Raising
So the
Cain.
owner spent his life raising.
Yeah, Raising Cain.
Raising Cain is his first name. Or is it his first and last name?
Raising is his first
Cain
name,
the last
and
name?
Cain is the last name.
Raising. If you're Raising Cain, Raising Cain. His first name's Raising Cain. His last name's Raising Cain.
No,
If he
no.
raised
Raising
the dog
Cain, Raising
and the
Cain.
restaurant, then that means he raised Raising Cain and he raised Raising Cain.
And Raising Cain.
So they don't sell raisins there, is what you're telling me.
No raisins.
Okay. And they don't sell cane.
I don't
Are you
think so.
sure his name's not Cain?
I mean, do you want me to look it up? I can
I'm
look
thinking
it
it is
Yeah.
Cain as well. Sorry, Max, but
up. Okay, well, I'll debunk
It
this
would
in the
be-
meantime.
It would be strange though to name your restaurant Raising
here,
My
Raising
Dog,
Cain.
like raising
Come here,
your
Raising
dog.
Raising Cane's
Yeah.
chicken
My
fingers.
dog.
Like I get the companion. Well, not really, but the companionship thing. But it's like, just name it something like normal, I guess. What do you got?
I just didn't know that the store was named after a dog.
Yeah,
Luckily,
yeah.
a
That makes
friend
no-
convinced me
comes
to
in
name the
sometimes,
first restaurant
That
after
makes-
my dog,
why? That makes
Raising
no
Cain.
sense.
I have no idea.
During
He's
the
probably dead.
renovation of the first restaurant, Raising Cain used to hang out around the building site. The first Cain was a friendly yellow lab who loved to be around people.
Oh.
So there was a Cain.
Raising Cain 2.
Oh my God, there's Raising Cain 2 was lived from 1999 to 2006.
That infers that there's a Raising Cane 3.
He was a therapy dog. What?
If that dog died in 2016, that infers that there's maybe a Raising Cane 3.
Wait, so is its name Raising Cane or Cane?
His name is Raising Cane.
Raising Cane is
Why do
his
they call
full
it
name.
Raising Cane's? Raising Cane's is a fast food chicken restaurant. The first one was in Baton Rouge. They grow sugar cane there.
Baton Rouge.
Cane sauce.
I don't understand. That's not a name.
We have been
Raising?
going on about Raising Cane's for quite a while now. I mentioned Herman Cain.
Yeah, I was gonna say go back to that, Max.
So Herman Cain is like a Republican.
Was.
Yes. I forget if he was a congressman or a senator or what his role was, but I know he ran for president in 2012, and did not win. But he's a big Trump supporter. Was a big Trump supporter.
I also didn't win that year, but
He went to the Trump rally in Tulsa. Was pretty stoked that there weren't any masks.
Say that part one more time.
He went to the Trump rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Ooh, couldn't be me.
And he contracted coronavirus at said rally.
Ooh, also couldn't be me.
Man.
And then he died.
Couldn't be me.
Which I think is pretty sad. I personally am not going to laugh about that.
No,
you guys can laugh about it if you want. I'm not going to, but I think it is a bit of a testament, and it should be like a sign to conservatives.
I was about to say, yeah, clearly this should be the sign. It's like, yo, like you guys really should wear your mask. Like,
yeah,
a big figurehead of yours is kind of.
Has there been any more like cases come from that? That's the first I've heard.
I mean, no,
personally.
Not that I know. I mean, unless you count Kevin Stitt, our governor.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But
That's right. Okay. I guess like people, people, because it sounds like all I've heard is Kevin.
Yeah, and I don't think Kevin Stitt contracted it at the rally.
Oh, okay.
But Herman Cain, I know I think he's had it for a minute, and they just kept it on the DL, probably because he didn't want to be embarrassed. And then in his embarrassment, he just died. That's so sad.
Do you think that's why Trump was wearing the mask in that picture?
Oh, it's likely. I mean, it's likely because there were probably quite a few people that got coronavirus from that, but they probably didn't want. They probably just didn't talk about it because then that would prove that they were wrong. Yeah. And they're more afraid of being wrong than they are of people dying.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy. So they choose death over that. That's
literally,
literally at this point, like
seeing.
Bro, that's wild.
Similar topic, but what I just mentioned, like, did you guys see like the comments when Trump wore the mask and people were saying how badass he looks?
Dude, that was the funniest shit. They're like, Biden is done because Trump was wearing a mask.
I can think it was that guy with the MAGA mask, with like the fucking boils on his head and shit.
Oh, what?
Stop.
When I edit the video, I'm gonna find it.
I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Boils on his head.
When I edit the video, I'm gonna put it somewhere.
We need a projector
right here against the wall or something.
Boils.
No, so like
if I can even find it.
I saw on Twitter, but I saw
if I can't, I'll put something else right
yeah,
there.
I'll throw it up. But I saw when they posted a picture of Trump wearing a mask and like all his like supporters and shit were like, yo, he looks so badass in a mask. Like I'm wearing mine now, which is like good, but it's just like it's just like
it's really cringy.
Yeah, what's the thing is it's like that's what it took.
All right.
You look, I don't know, looking up to
flip flop so
guy.
easily.
That's what I'm saying. It's like as soon as what he says goes, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he can do no wrong.
Yeah,
basically, and
he
can do no wrong, and he does all
scary.
right. And that's why they're just like, oh, he's wearing a mask. Bet we're going masks now. And then there was that couple in Walmart that was wearing the Nazi flag mask.
Holy shit, that was crazy.
Fuck that.
They go, we're not Nazis.
And then they were saying, they were saying that if Biden got elected, that it would turn into Nazi Germany, that America would turn into Nazi Germany. So you're saying it's a bad thing? So you're saying Nazi Germany is a bad thing, right? We agree on that.
We agree.
Then why are you wearing that mask?
Right, you fucking idiot.
Like those sort of people, they seriously have, once again, rotten brain.
Bro, also Nazi Germany, like we're getting like super damn close. We're
we're
secret
getting
police
there.
already, bro.
We are
like,
getting there.
I was gonna say, got
Did
the vans.
Did you guys see that video from New York City?
Bro, that shit was crazy.
That was insane.
Also, but no, like fuck them though. Like freaking start like honestly,
slash tires,
like,
bash in the windows, bring some rocks,
slash the tires, fuck them,
something.
grab them, like grab the people. Like somebody's gonna take L's. No doubt about that. But like, bro, we gotta start rising up. Fuck that shit. Are you kidding me? Like,
and see the thing, if the police are using unmarked cars,
throw the bike at them.
If the police are using unmarked cars to take people, then that will give other people, make them feel like they can go around in their cars and just abduct people.
Yeah,
and then
they'll just match what the cops are doing with their unmarked cars, just get it as close as possible, and then just say like, well, we're cops, we're just unmarked. Like,
I'm gonna let y'all know right now, unrelated to this, that little tip: if anyone has like a knife or anything like that, it doesn't pierce a tire as well as you'd think. It's also loud, and obviously you pop the tire. You can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware store, and buy what's called an awl, AWL. It's a little poker. Usually costs like $5, give or take. And if you put it into a tire, it'll seep air right out real quick.
Yummy.
Doesn't make a big old poppy noise.
you leave it in there. Do you poke it and take it out?
Poke it and take it out.
Okay.
nice.
It just
Now
kind of
get your AWLs.
It just kind of hisses out, and it pierces a lot better because it has a sharp end rather than a knife has a sharp edge.
Okay.
Again,
Gotcha.
Unrelated to this, just if anyone
No
needs
reason.
to air out their tires real quick.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
reason.
That's probably the best
all.
method, but
You got a spare loose tire around, and you're just jonesing to get the air out of it.
yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm guilty of it. You know, my tires, it looks too full.
You
of
did it
air.
the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Patched her right back up when I was done
just
too.
suck on that
Use
tire.
your
Just
AWL.
Yeah.
take a hit off the tire. Just get that rubbery smell in it. Rubbery oxygen.
Yum.
Oh, so I wanted to say, so the other day I saw a post talking about it was saying to start referring to President Trump as 45.
45.
Oh, 4-5, yeah.
Oh, 45?
And
Who?
so we don't use his name and you know what I mean?
Who?
Yeah. And then I saw another post the other day that's talked about calling Trump fans maggots in reference to MAGA, M-A-G-A.
Slipknot
That's
fans
pretty
are not going to be
maggots.
happy about that.
And I was just like, yo, I think I'm going to start doing that.
Oh yeah.
And then
40,
I realized
45?
that 45 and the maggots sounds kind of hard, and I don't want to do that. I just I said
45
that-
and the maggots.
Yeah, it just sounds like kind of like a hard ass new metal band or something.
All right.
It sounds like
45
a,
maggot.
it
Yeah,
sounds
some
like a,
Bloodbane, Slipknot shit.
it sounds like a Mailing in the Sons of Disaster. It sounds like that
45
band.
and the maggots.
Yeah, or if you wanted a song named 45 Maggots, that
Yeah.
would be 45. That would be pretty hard. But yeah, I'm with Ryan on that one. The Slipknot fans,
Yeah,
ooh,
that's
All the
another thing
chains.
too.
So
Verbally, it's they get frustrated. I mean, written out, it's clear when you do
Yeah.
capital M-A-G-A and then like
There's a-
lowercase t-s.
there's so much like nuance to using stuff like that, like by not saying his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you not saying his name is like cool. At the same time, it's like he should be directed all the blame, and like giving him a nickname or giving him something else would just like soften it in a way. Like I see both sides. Like I don't care either way.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, it's like the nuance of using words like that, and there's like actually quick anecdote. I had a teacher that was a social worker, and we were talking about like sex victims in school, and she was talking about her children and like teaching children like the proper names of their body parts, and obviously like the genitalia and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And basically what she told us, which I think affected me pretty deeply, was saying that like to teach them like the actual names, because kids will use like nicknames.
Yes.
Like like the example that she used was like bum bum basically, and that's like her bottom, but that's like from waist down. Like so anytime anything happens to like anything from the waist down, she's like, my bottom hurts. So when it comes into like a case of like some kind of abuse or anything like that, or like if they get hurt or whatever, and they're like, okay, where'd they hit you, and they say my bottom, they don't know how to specify. And so that's why I'm like, it reminds me of this a little bit. It's like the nuance of the verbiage, and even as adults it's important, but it's just like kids, she was saying like kids need to know those things, like because people say those things to not like damage their kids, I guess, or like to not make them say like naughty words or whatever. But she was like, no, it's actually damaging, because now if like something happens to a child and they say, hey, where did this person hurt you, they're gonna say, well, my bottom, and then then we don't know exactly. So it reminds me of that kind of verbiage where it's like it's like a tricky landscape to kind of maneuver, because it's like at one point it's like, yeah, like you're thinking of the children, you don't want them to think sexually, so young, but at the same time it's like it's a word and it exists, what I mean? It's like it's a scientific word and so on and so forth, but it kind of reminds me of that. But Shout out to that teacher though. She was awesome.
That's great.
She was a social worker.
That's sick, yeah.
Respect.
I'm just mad because they like Trump and the police all have code names, and that's not fair. Code names are supposed to be cool, like 45 and 12,
We all have code names too.
50.
Yeah.
Unfair.
It's not. So was it? What's that band? Was it Cell Block DOC? Is that I'm thinking of?
Maybe.
What am I thinking of? The one that we were talking about the other day that has a badass name.
Yeah, Sublok DOC is
So,
a
yeah.
badass name.
That's a badass name. We can go by that from now on.
We're taking their name.
Yeah. Cell Block DO Rose
There's a
Gold.
couple things I'm mad I didn't come up with first, and it's like Sublok DOC is a badass band name.
The world is.
The song "Turn My Swag On." By,
What, you didn't come up with that?
You wanted that as a band name?
no.
Yes. Turn
I'm
my
saying.
swag on.
What's
I'm
up
saying-
with Turn My Swag On?
Oh,
No, I'm
God.
saying that that song. I'm mad I didn't write it. I mean, it's just that's a good song.
We have to wake Austin up with that song on tour.
Don't
He would just
don't
pop
you
up.
like already wake
Consider
up to
it
that song?
done.
Isn't that like your alarm, Austin?
On my old phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I just wake up to like the
No, we just do it for fun.
The stock alarm.
iPhone alarm,
iPhone
yeah.
stock alarms.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's a simple song, and the reason why it seems like a practical song that I think I could have.
It starts with hop up at the bed.
Well, yeah,
you know,
that's
got a part.
that's like Gucci Gang. It's like, oh, I could have
I
written
remember
that.
you woke me up to that. I stayed over one time when we were about to record one day,
Yeah.
and it was like pretty early in the morning, and you guys put that on the TV real loud, and
Yeah, baby.
I've never woken up like in a better mood in my life than I was. You know, we were going to record, and it was turn my swag on.
Good way to start the day.
It was a great
Yeah.
time.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Get
a
your
good
swag
day.
turned on just right out of the gate.
yeah.
Hey, here's the thing:
Getting
is
too hyped.
when we're on tour and you guys
Calm it
play
down.
that, most of the time, whenever it gets played, it's like because it's like, all right, people have been asleep for like 9 hours now. It's like, come on, like
Yeah, it's
let's
like,
get
hey,
up.
we
you know what I
really
mean?
do need to
So
go.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I got enough sleep. I'll get up. This is a good song. Let's go. But I think one of those mornings, maybe it was might have been the morning we recorded just like that, where you played it at our house. We'd stayed up that night, or I had stayed up, and
Kobe.
and I'd only gotten
Kobe.
like 4 hours of sleep. And I remember that was like the one time where I threw my covers off, and I just could hear in the living room like TV speakers, whatever, playing "Hopped Up Out the Bed," turn my-" and I just remember being like, all right, here we go. And I just opened the door. I'm like, turn my swag on.
You very gently turned your swag on. You're like, all right, I'm gonna just
Keep in
turn the
mind,
swag on."
Austin.
I think Joseph's
Austin
just-
likes to drive the majority of the time while we're on tour, so it's you. You need your rest.
I do.
Yeah,
I do need my rest.
he
We're
also
always
needs
making
his
sure
swag.
Austin gets his
He
beauty
needs
sleep.
but he needs a swag turned on.
Let it be known that
That's true. It's
He drives with one
he
arm.
needs rest, but he also needs a swag.
He pushes
turned
the
on,
seat
so
all
it's
the way
like,
back
man.
and
What do you do? Tough choice.
swag or
let
sleep.
it be known
be
to
the
our
judge.
listeners that
You be the judge.
I don't drive all the time because like no one will take my spot, and everyone in the band is willing to drive.
I drive.
Yeah,
I don't drive at night.
I
Oh
just
yeah, I drive all the time.
Gio drives, yeah.
everyone
All
is
the time.
willing to drive. I just I don't trust anyone more than I trust myself.
Yeah, he feels safer, and
I
that's
just
fine.
feel
You
safer
want something
driving.
done right? Do it yourself.
Yep.
And I'll tell you right now, the
Exactly.
only times that I've ever mostly really been able to be like, hey, just can someone drive for me, is when I'm getting so tired that I know that like I can just like hand the wheel over, go sit in the passenger seat, kick the seat back, and just pass right out. Where I'm not even, if I'm not worried about the road, I'm asleep, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always like, hey, you good? Okay, bet.
Yeah, but there have been times where like I did it, like we stopped at a gas station to swap or something like that, and then I got in the passenger seat and I was like, "Fuck, I'm awake now." And it was like it's like we start driving and I'm like, "Well, I'll still try to go to sleep." And I was about to pass out like 5 minutes ago,
Yep.
and so like I'll lay back and I don't fucking go to sleep, and
That's
then,
always
and then,
the worst.
and then I'm just
Yeah,
and then I'm
so-
just like sitting there like this, and I'm like, "Well, fuck, I could just be still driving," and then instead I'm just sitting there watching
And you're just fidgeting.
Yeah.
Joseph squint with his eyes like this, trying to drive, going like 25 miles an
Getting
hour or something like
terrified.
that. Or Ryan,
On the highway.
or Ryan just like driving with one hand and just like fucking making a turn real fast. And be like, Ryan, where you
Drift
have to
the- drift
take
the
that.
van.
I never
slower
use
than
two
that.
hands to drive. That is something I will not.
Because your swag is on. You
just
can't.
kidding.
It's a one.
Two hands
One hand to
always.
control the swag.
I feel like
One
my
hand
driving's
to-
not bad.
No, I said,
Whenever I do drive.
you and Max are the alternates driving wise.
I feel,
take
like
it.
I feel like I'm not terrible.
You guys are a good like front group dynamic.
It's funny because I've.
Yeah, we usually are drive buddies.
See?
Yeah.
It's funny because
Those are
I
nice.
hope I don't make anyone mad right now, but
Ooh.
what I know everyone's like weak points in driving, and I'm sure I have mine. I think I think I don't want to speak too soon, but I think mine is probably swerving.
Yours is
mine is
swerving?
running.
No, yours is road rage.
No.
Road rage.
I'll give
Ryan
you
hit
right
the nail
now.
on the head.
Swerving, road rage, and then it's great because when we have conversations, you're very great about eye contact.
Oh, yeah.
Holy fucking shit! When you're driving though, there's something where it feels like you're literally just like.
Kind of a Tyrese.
The entire time,
Too
like,
Fast, Too Furious.
He's doing
I
that
told
thing.
him that.
Yeah.
Dude, on the topic of road rage, Austin will if somebody cuts him off, Austin will drive behind somebody to hold the horn down for two whole minutes.
We'll miss our exit and we'll follow this
Sometimes
person.
I'm driving and somebody cuts me off and Austin reaches over and honks the horn.
Yeah, I'll just reach. I'll go honk at them. No, it's fine. And I'll just reach over,
it's fine.
hit the horn, and then one time I think I did it when Max was driving, and he just like was driving, just looks over me while I'm holding the horn, and because I just held it for so long, he expected me to let go at some point.
Never
And he
touch
just
another
looks at me
man's
and was just like, are you gonna? And I was just like,
dog.
Yeah, because if that guy comes out and he's dangerous, they're going after Max.
True.
You're putting his life in danger. But
no,
no,
Max
dude,
is in the
fuck
car.
that.
I'm
You can
popping
Fight
out.
the best. You can
No,
probably
we'd all
fight the
pop
best out
out
of all of
for
us.
sure,
So
but
good.
I do
Works
think
out.
I do
No,
agree
you're the
with
toughest.
It's true.
I agree with Gio though.
Easily the toughest.
If Austin had a superpower, it would be stretching because he will poke his head in the back of the van while he's driving to talk to someone who's sleeping in the back. Yeah, just like.
Hey, so what did you?
I think Ryan's superpower is directing the van into a parking
Yes,
spot.
I'm
I don't know if
very
they
good
call
at-
that a
Say
superpower.
navigating.
My
kind of the.
I know my weak points.
here's the
but-
thing though is whenever I'm driving and I do stuff like that, it's all solved by me just going sorry.
always-
I just
sorry.
apologize
Sorry.
every time.
Sorry.
Or my favorite is if like no one really noticed, but I think maybe someone might have. I go skirt or do the like
Yeah, I was gonna say, I always love Cat because be like,
whoops.
"Oops."
Yeah, what? Yeah, go on the side.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
I would say besides those three things, I still trust you to drive.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, I don't want to, so that's fine.
But back to my thing.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Ryan is on his phone too much, and he takes turns way too fast. I think.
Get him.
When I'm driving, I'm not on
Yeah,
my phone.
when you're navigating?
Way too
No.
much. Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Allegedly.
I think you're one to talk.
Yeah, every once in a while.
I've
Yeah.
seen you
Get 'em.
writing a couple novels over there when you've been driving. So.
No, that'll be Gio, and then Austin will try to read it with him. Like, Gio will be in the passenger
They're both
seat.
driving at the same time, looking at
Gio will
one
be
phone.
like, because Austin will be like, "Hey, what part are you on?" And Gio will like say like a short
Okay,
synopsis.
bro, so I'm on this chapter
then
right
he'll
now,
start-
and then, oh, really? And then looking over, and
Yeah.
at one point, he's like, yeah, so look, if you see in this panel,
Turns
wait,
the
aren't
page for you.
Gio doesn't stop soon enough. He scares the shit out of me every time we're like pulling up to a stoplight. I'm like, like you
red, it's
hold
red,
the-
it's red.
You hold
Oh,
the
shit
seat
handle.
next to you or something like that. The car right in front of us is like a half a foot away.
Got that hard brake
Yeah, it
going,
scares the
baby.
shit out of me every time.
Oh yeah, you gonna die.
But we never
gonna
never had a fender bender, so
Oh,
yeah.
exactly.
I trust him more and more every day.
We're good. We're good.
alright.
We're cooling.
I think the worst thing is just the battery dying, and if that's the worst,
That's
that's
not on
pretty
us,
good.
though. Yeah.
No, yeah,
Don't put
that's
that
not
evil
our
on us.
doing.
That
So
shit
we've
ain't
had
on me, bro.
we've had pretty good luck.
Yeah.
Stuff
Joseph
like that.
drives too slow.
I drive too safe.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
And
Y'all drive too
and
fast.
considering how often I've heard him
places
say like,
to go,
bro, I can't see that shit, and it's like 3 feet
Loading
away.
times to be late for.
Scares me.
No, don't say that.
No, I know.
We need to get Joseph like a pair of glasses on the
I mean, prescription windshield. That's not even that.
Prescription
Just,
windshield.
here's the thing. I trust myself. I don't trust other drivers.
Yeah, that's
We've
fair.
driven in Dallas.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
I get it.
cool.
Yeah.
I drove us in LA one time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably
Should've been
one of the
me.
maddest
I
I've
would've-
ever seen you, Max.
Was that you that drove in when we were in San Francisco? This wasn't the Rose Gold tour. It was a different band. Was that
The
you?
Rose Gold
I think
Tour.
so.
Nice. Oh, because that shit gave me anxiety just sitting like in the back looking through the windows. So
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Well,
That shit was like
when
for
we
you.
Yeah.
when we went to, I think when we went to Panda,
I was
I
gonna say,
think
yeah, you guys had
me
that
and
as well.
Max, I think we
gotta
both drove
censor
a little
that.
bit in
That's
in,
right. We were in a car that
downtown
day.
San Francisco. Or not San Francisco. No, but
Fremont.
Yeah.
Downtown LA.
Fremont.
somewhere. I don't know. All I remember is
Y'all went somewhere.
there was one place we drove that you were driving. It was like busy city or whatever.
Yeah, baby, that was LA at 4
It
p.m.
might have been LA, and I think that was whenever I was. I think I remember I was like looking at someone. I was just like, oh.
Now listen
They were
here.
probably filming a movie.
I know
Rush
that
hour
I was
traffic.
driving recklessly. I was driving fast, and we were on the highway. I was doing what I needed to
Wouldn't have that
survive.
problem with me.
I had heard
We never
rumors
get
about
anywhere,
LA traffic, so I
It's
I
the
got into a
worst,
mode.
bro.
I pressed on that
Oh,
gas pedal, and
I
I was
gotta-
going. Baby.
You got to get in your
I have
mode.
a quick story about about
You also got to give me my weak point when it
Yeah, I
comes
was
to
like, don't.
So Max's is
What is Max's?
It's a little bit of two things.
I'm trying to think of-
I was gonna say, I'm trying to think too.
a little bit of Geo's thing.
A little bit of
sometimes.
Monica.
Yeah, a little bit of
Monica.
a little bit of the
Sandra.
stopping a little bit late every once in a while.
Okay, I'll take
that might have
that.
just been
I'll
from,
agree- I'll
from
agree with that.
might have just
I'll
been a little
concur.
bit from your aggressive driving in LA that like really scarred
kinda
me.
The
lingered.
trauma. It's the trauma
okay,
driving.
Okay.
The main thing
Trauma driving, bro.
the main
It's
thing I
triggered.
think is with the van.
It's also my car that we were driving in LA.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's
also
different.
like you feel more comfortable. But another thing is, I think that the van. I think that you probably struggle the most with driving a larger car.
Oh, okay,
Maybe.
that's
I think
fair.
because you think you're so used to driving like normal
I
sedans,
drive a
like
little
that.
little baby car.
And so that's like the only thing. But
Okay,
not a big
I'll
deal.
take it.
I think that's why you're the person I go to the most with driving,
Thank you.
and then probably Ryan and Gio.
I
Gio
used
after
to,
that.
I used to be
Close
kind of
second.
insecure about my driving
I feel like I'm in a
abilities.
close second.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
for sure.
because my hard braking, it all comes from just like, man, just the landscaping days, and I was just working with all
Yeah.
those shitty vans and
Yeah,
trucks, dude.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
there were sometimes it'd be like stomping on it for like a minute and be like, well, if it stops, it stops.
Yeah.
I hit
Dude,
this
I
car,
had-
I'm gonna just hit this car.
I had a
Yeah.
similar situation with my car. I had that old blue rusty car that I
Oh
used
my
to
god, I
have.
forgot about that. I know what you're talking about.
Reliable.
The brakes gave out after a
Oh,
while, and I was driving through a gate one
right.
time, and it was a wooden gate.
You got
and
Final
I,
Destination.
I just was slowly going by, and I just cracked this gate. I just broke the thing.
Wait, I'm like, I can imagine it in my. Where was it again? It was at where you.
Censor that as well. But yes,
It was at. I remember it was exactly that. And then you hit the gate.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there was another instance, different time, where I was pulling in, and
You mean you were drifting in
I-
from stopping a bank heist?
I was actually like drifting through a stop sign because I couldn't stop in the stop sign. They saw me. The security saw me roll through that stop sign. So like, we're gonna pull this guy over.
Ooh.
So they got behind me and flashed the lights, and I still couldn't stop. I'm trying to stop, but I'm driving so slow.
Did you hit the e-brake?
No, I didn't think of
You
it.
put your foot. Did you like put your foot out and try to stop the car?
There were times where I tried to do that.
Let's go.
And I'm driving.
It's like a flip-flop.
And they're behind me, and I'm still
Yeah.
going. And so they bring in reinforcements. They must have called their guy like, hey, he's not stopping. So they
Yeah,
brought
we got a
another
runner.
guy.
We
who
got a
came
runner
into
like
the
6
front.
miles an hour.
So
You're
I got
like-
one
you're
on the
like,
back and
"Don't,
one on
I
the
can't
front.
stop."
And I'm just going, I mean, probably 3 miles an hour.
People are walking by you, just speeding past you.
And I'm like, I'm sorry. I can't brake.
Yeah, car language is always different because it's like you can kind of shrug, but that can mean anything.
He's got a
Yep.
brake.
Like there's a gun in my head, my brakes aren't working. Like
Yeah, if I point down.
just you like wave them in, say goodbye, but no.
Wait, so what happened? Did your car just crash into the cop car, or like what? How did?
It ended up coming to a stop because I think
Oh.
there was like an uphill sort of situation.
Couple hours.
Roll backwards.
And then what? When did they roll up on you and they were like, "Hey, what the fuck was that all about?" And you're like, "I'm sorry, I don't."
Well, first off, I had to open my door because my window wouldn't roll down, and I just was like, "I'm so sorry," you know, my brakes kind of gave out, and it was in that I think it was in that moment where I was like, "All right, I'm not driving this car anymore," because then it became kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after I had driven through the gate, I think that was the first strike where I
that
was
was
like,
the first.
I feel like
yeah,
Strike one.
I feel like if there's anyone in this band that would have road rage besides me, it'd be Gio. Do you ever have road rage?
Oh hell yeah! Are you
Okay,
kidding
okay.
me, bro?
Anyone else? Just me and Gio?
I have the opposite road rage.
I
I feel
have
like I'm just pretty good about not showing that around you guys. When I'm driving by myself, oh, dude, when I'm like dashing, oh my
yeah,
god,
definitely. Dashing
I'm
is-
pissed.
Talk
It's
to
like
him.
you're on the clock and you're like,
I'm on the
getting my
clock.
shit
I'm
done.
fucking working. I'm chasing the bag, bro. Like,
And
I,
honestly, I think that what I need to work on is I don't think that my road rage is like a problem when it's like something real serious, like someone cuts me off or something like that, like really hard, or like something that's like they endanger me really bad.
Right.
But it's like shit like where someone will just be like too close to the lane, like the center lane or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get in your fucking lane, motherfucker.
Talking it in the car like they
I
can hear you.
think
Right,
one time
yeah, like-
I think one time I did in the van, I think I was like talking like this, just chatting, and I was just like, yeah. I was like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of my lane.
Well, it's because you're having
What
that.
the fuck are you doing?
You're
Every now and then I'll
Everyone just stopped the conversation.
like,
I
I
was
was just like, oh,
you
shit.
good? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah,
every now and then I'll
I'm
hit
good.
somebody with a "fuck you."
Yeah, because I think what happens road rage wise is you start having the conversation in your head, and then by the time you open your mouth, you're already at fuck this guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck
Oh,
this
yeah.
dude. Like, oh my god,
Fuck
the worst
this
driver.
dude, worst driver.
Yeah.
I've been
There's
able to
def-
kind of reel in my road rage a little bit over the years.
A
I
lot
used
of-
to be pretty mad.
A lot of mine is based on confusion. It's a lot of like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, just like, what the fuck are you
What
doing?
What is wrong
Yeah.
with you? Open your fucking eyes,
Yeah.
you
You
asshole.
fucking
I was
bastard.
gonna say then that.
It's never been like just to be fair, I've never like it's never been so bad where I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna hurt you or anything like that. It's always just been like, what
Reach
the
the
fuck
arm
is
out the
wrong
window.
with you?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Give him a thumbs
That's
down.
like probably the most common phrase. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Stick your tongue out at him.
Oh, my biggest thing. Okay, my biggest. I do this. I just like a habit now. When I'm driving on the street and someone's pulling out of a business on like the right side of the road, and like they come up real high.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I go,
Yes.
I point at them. I go, and I point at them, and for anyone that's
No,
not,
no, no.
I just give them the no, and I go.
Say it. I missed it. What when they do
For
what?
shame.
Like when you're driving on the
talk
street,
to 'em.
right? There's businesses to your right, like a street to your
And
right.
you're in the
like,
left
going
lane.
this way, they're like-
You're in the left lane, right?
No.
you're in that right
I'm in the
lane.
right lane, and like they pull up, you know, like they
Oh,
come in and hot,
like
and
they're about to pull
they could
out?
be stopping,
Yeah, they're
but
about to
like
pull out.
I'm still give 'em one of those.
No, dude, I was gonna say people
Yeah,
are
wait
people
your turn.
like because I was gonna say because like I bike to and from work or whatever. People are way worse about that to bikers. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I almost get clipped like almost every day,
Yeah.
multiple
God
times
dang.
because of that. And it's usually because it's someone trying to like peel out this way, and I'm coming here, and like always like once I see the car just isn't looking at me because they always just looking.
Yeah.
They never just turn, and so I'm always like, yo, hey, and then it finally always gets to the point where it's like I'm getting really close, and they're just like, I'm gonna go for it. So, but then we're about to collide, so I usually just always have to yell. I'm like, hey, or I'll just like smack the hood of the car really quick. And they'll just be like,
God, yeah.
whoa, and then like, well, yeah, 9 out of 10 times they get fucking pissed at me, and they're like, where the fuck did you come from? And I'm like, yep, look both ways,
Literally,
man.
God.
Don't be a
so-
dumbass.
So speaking of biking it this week, we just got bike lanes painted on 11th Street.
I was about to talk about that, yeah.
Oh no way, really?
They're thinner than the sidewalk, so
What the fuck is that gonna do?
Have fun with that, yeah.
Oh my god.
Pedestrians, I feel, have a similar sort of situation. We live on an intersection. Gio and I do, and there's a
Yes.
quick trip on the intersection. We walk to the quick trip a lot.
Yes.
And people will just like,
Bro, they don't give a fuck.
nah,
No,
man, they
bro,
don't give
they
a
don't.
fuck. They'll just turn right. It's those right turners when the
yeah.
light's red.
The
The light's red.
goddamn
We
right
got the
turner.
walk
Yeah.
sign. We're walking.
Yep.
But then they just turn and yeah.
Basically just gonna like fuck your shins at that point.
The
Take your knees.
So here in Tulsa, we have Route 66, and they're putting bike lanes down most of it. I tweeted from the band account the other day, respect the motherfucking bike lane, because I was driving and I was near one of the new bike lanes. And so instead of 2 lanes now, we have a bike lane and then just like a wider 1 lane. And I was just going down. I had a car in front of me that didn't want to wait for the car in front of it, so it went into the bike lane and drove around it, like basically just like overtaking him because we were all in like the 1 lane.
Yeah.
But just knowing that someone would just like, I don't know. To me, it's just like there's a bike lane.
Yeah.
I'm not in a bike, or I'm not riding a bike. I can't go in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they're just like, well, it's road and no one's around, so let me just,
Yeah,
you know.
I was gonna say that mindset is stupid because
No, for real.
Because then that
It's so
person's gonna
dangerous.
eventually just keep thinking that, but there will be a cyclist in the
Exactly.
at some point, and then boom, that cyclist is dead.
Yeah.
Like the
Especially
amount of
for,
times that's like almost happened to me, or just even just seeing other cyclists that I know out on the road, and that's pretty much just happened right in front of me. Like that shit's terrifying. Like
All to save like 10 seconds of your time.
and that's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like because it's like you're in a rush or something. No, you're not. Fuck that.
Everyone's
Just
in a
think-
rush.
You're in a car. You're in a high speed death mobile.
Yep.
Like think about that shit. Like
Yeah.
Literal explosions powering your
yes.
vehicle.
Like,
Cars. And here's another hot take alert. I think cars might be one of the worst things to happen to this country
we should all ride bikes. We should all walk.
because
I
of
think
because of
Just
how
fly jets.
Well, it's just-
Skateboard, scoot around.
it's just because of how it's set up our infrastructure. Everything's so
Fly.
far apart. Everybody like you have to have a car in order to get anywhere. You know, it's like if we had public transit from the start, then it would.
I think that cars is a necessity. I think,
Exactly,
is what I
yeah.
would say. I think cars as like a hobby and stuff like that, I think is a
I don't
whole
have a
thing.
problem with that.
No, yeah.
I think Cars had a better sequel than the original, but
You
I
like Cars
still
2?
prefer. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the first one just didn't really do it for me.
Really? Okay, I don't know. So
How
I've
do they
heard-
go to the
I
bathroom?
feel like I've heard that argument quite a bit, and I'm still always
What?
original Cars, like
How
all
d-
day, every day.
How do they go to the bathroom?
Yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies here.
You know when
Out of their
in your driveway
gas
when there's
tank.
like
Duh.
spots.
There's
Wait, so they go?
parts in the movies where they
They-
lock the doors.
They get their food
that
from the
infer
same
that
place
those
that they
doors
use the
open?
bathroom?
Yes.
If they lock their doors in the movie, does that infer that the doors open? What's inside?
I need to see a dissection of one of these
It's
cars.
a movie.
Do they have like
It's a children's film.
If you open their doors, like, is it? Can you just go in there? Like, they're like, is it? I don't understand.
You're gonna see their innards, like their blood. They have
It's the
blood.
magic
They don't
of
have blood.
animation.
They don't have blood.
Oil.
There you
They
go,
got
Jake.
You all
oil.
are terrible.
Okay.
It's emotions like on Inside Out, but that's inside the cars.
Anyone see Cars 3?
No,
There was a-
I haven't seen any.
Wait,
of
is
it.
that the one where they go to Japan or do, like?
I don't know. It's like on a racetrack.
Cars?
That's
right?
Tokyo
Yeah,
Drift.
Cars Drift.
Was that a thing? Am I making that
There
up?
needs to be a
I
car.
feel like there
if
was
there's-
something like
I
that.
There needs to
There's
be a Cars Drift.
Cars
I think there's
5.
a Cars 3.
I'm pretty
think so.
sure there
There
is.
is.
I think so.
Okay, there's
Yeah,
one.
I think it's the one with the formula.
It's on like the
racer.
racetrack.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
something, yeah.
And then there's one.
Never
What's,
saw
is
it.
there,
One is the one
and
with
there's
the
planes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
planes. Is
Yeah,
Oh, we don't
never
talk
saw
about
it.
that
I
here.
never saw
We don't-
planes.
one. Just,
What? Name a wider movie than Plane.
okay, the first one.
I can name plenty.
Car.
Car.
Give car, cars, and car 3.
No,
Right?
car, and then the S is the 3 somehow. Anyways, go ahead.
Kane.
Cars 5
Raising
is cars.
Cane's.
Wait,
Racing Cars.
Wait, the first Cars wasn't it just called Cars or was it just Car?
Yeah, it was an
Cars.
alien
Cars.
joke, I think.
Oh, okay, I was.
Because
oh.
Alien was Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3.
Okay.
But no,
Aliens
so,
with 2 S's.
Two
Yeah, I was
Cars,
like,
Too
holy shit, is this
Furious.
a Mandela effect? Did I
Aliens.
like not?
so in Cars 1 was the one with like against like the Ferrari, right? Or the Porsche, or like
Talking about the main car?
I don't know.
Lightning McQueen was facing off
Who was,
against,
Lightning McQueen.
who was the antagonist? In
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
It was like a sports car, right?
Mater.
Sure.
No,
The
maybe it
truck.
was not.
I don't-
that.
That's his companion.
So what's Cars 2? Someone who's seen Cars 2, what's the thing there?
I don't know. It's been,
Seen
it's
some
been
of the
a while,
first,
dude.
I think.
don't-
What?
I've seen some of the first. I like Ratatouille.
No, my favorite part of the first one's all
I
the
like Ratatouille, and then that what is it? The modern rendition of Life is a Highway that came with that movie.
All right.
10 out of 10.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we can all
Rascal
agree
Flatts,
here.
baby.
Yes, but
Oh,
the
the-
Rascal Flatts version.
Okay, Joseph.
Which one's Rascal,
The
though?
like
Is it
tuner
the
cars
vocalist?
with the neon
What?
in Cars that like hijack the semi truck.
Which one's right?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait,
in
say
Cars
Rascal
1,
in the Flats.
In Cars 1, the
I
like
think you're taking Fast and Furious again.
the like tuner cars with like the neon lights and shit like that overtake the semi or some shit like that.
That's literally the plot to the
Oh!
Fast and Furious.
Well, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
also in Cars.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
director.
Cars,
No,
yeah.
Yeah,
Same
it's like,
director.
it's like the middle of the night. They're
plugging
driving through,
out.
like a cornfield.
Unplugged off of the Cars
Yeah,
conversation.
Yeah,
they're
ditto.
in cars during the heist.
Yeah, but I think they're like stealing a car off of a tow car.
All right, we have.
I'm not interested in
Alright.
the Cars conversation unless we're talking some really deep shit about how they poop and do they have blood and do they have brains,
See,
all
I'm
that
not trying
sort
to
of
do that
stuff.
because then we're overly dissecting
And
the
I think
children's.
that's all I
movie.
want Their brain is
I'm
like
gonna-
a
I'm gonna
part
talk
of the
about
car.
the
They don't have
anatomy
an
of a
actual
car.
brain. It's going to be like
I'm
the
with
engine.
Gio.
Well, that might be their heart.
And I think there's a scene.
The
where-
engine has got to be the.
I think there's
the
a
heart.
scene where
It's gotta
there's like it shows flies.
So what is their brain?
I think there's a scene that shows flies, and the
Sunroof.
flies are like little cars with wings. I'm pretty sure. I can
Whoa.
make it up, but it holds
This
adds a
changes
whole new meta to
everything.
everything.
What time are we at?
We're getting pretty
We're,
cutting it close.
Well, I started recording a little early before we actually started the podcast, but we're at 57 right now.
Cool.
7 minutes.
Um,
So probably closer to like 53, 54 minutes. Maybe.
let's move on to the last topic about Target. Mouse, kick us off.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Target is closing on Thanksgiving this year,
Dude, fuck yeah.
which
That's
is
awesome.
is kind of it's surprising that it's surprising.
As
Like
a-
I'm
right.
flab. What was it? What was the word? of it?
Flabbergasted.
I did not expect to be flabbergasted.
I'm a speckled dwarf.
Sorry, when you first told me without context, I was confused. They're closing in contrast to staying open or opening early for Black Friday. For anyone
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
wondering why we were talking about
Yes,
Target
they're
on Thanksgiving.
basically they got heat because their employees can't work, or their employees basically have to work on Thanksgiving at some point and Black Friday. You know what I mean? So they can't
Yeah.
enjoy the holiday. That's like a national holiday. So they will be closing along with Walmart as well.
That's
if I'm
great.
correct.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow,
shit.
holy shit.
So,
I mean, if there is
Actually,
ever
that is some shit I feel like I never thought I'd
which is crazy because we
exactly,
we talk about like Black Friday. I think me and Austin talked about it the most. Like I think electronics are really the only thing that you can get that's decent on Black Friday. Everything else,
Every retail job I've ever
Friday
worked
is
at-
always the get a new TV day, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Every retail job I've ever worked at on Black Friday, it's probably just where I was working, but on Black Friday, our sales were exactly the same as they were
Literally,
the
yeah.
week before. You know what I mean? Like it was just the same shit. It was just like people would come in and be like, "Holy shit, buy two get one free T-shirts!"
and it's
Holy
Black Friday
fuck.
today.
And I would just be like, "Yep, it's a deal." And I was always just like, not sure how long it's gonna last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they would just be like, "Holy shit!" and start, piling shirts
Filling
in their
boxes.
carts and shit like that. And it's just like,
No, that's
it's
how-
just so crazy.
that's
People
how it
just
was
wanted to
on-
spend money that time.
That's basically how it was at like where I worked, where it was just like it was shit that like you'd have to like. It just didn't make any. It'd be like buy 200, get 20% off. You know what I mean? Like stuff that
Yeah.
was so Like, and this wasn't a store where stuff was expensive, so it's like, where deals like literally just didn't matter. There was just new stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I think the best deal is definitely electronics. Those are the places. Those are things that actually get good markdowns, I think.
Yeah.
Like
but that's when you have to deal with like some of the most like vicious people.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like the moms and just parents getting their kids like early Christmas gifts on Black Friday. Holy fuck! And I always say that just because I've seen my parents go ham for sure.
Let's go.
Here's my strat, right?
Strat.
This works for me because I work overnights.
Here's my telly.
Thanksgiving night. Every year, so I work overnight to get off at 5:30. Most places open back up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
6 a.m. or 7 a.m. sometimes. So I just get off work, drive my ass over to Target, wait till the doors open, and they've like restocked a little bit too, like the stuff they can restock. And so I just go in. There's not as much of a rush. There's like not as many people as there were like the actual, Thanksgiving early Black Friday type stuff.
Doorbuster deals.
Yeah, doorbuster deals. Which all that shit I'm not interested in anyways. But my strat is go in that next morning when they've restocked a bit. My strategy is also anything big, like if I just order it online.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to fucking get there early and shit like that.
And
but like small stuff like clothes or like DVDs, video games, like that, I'll go in for it. I'll go in for those.
Honestly, this last Black Friday, I remember going into some like department store, like a Target or Walmart, at like probably like 10 or 11, and it was like it's normal. I think like because they started so early now, it starts like Tuesday of that week. That by the time it gets to that Black Friday, like no one's in the store.
I was gonna say it's always like they start shit earlier now. They start the sales earlier, and then also just like within the day itself, like it usually starts pretty early in the morning. So like, because I remember like I didn't do any Black Friday shopping last year, I don't think, but I still went out to like just go grocery shopping, and like it was pretty fine. Like didn't really see a whole lot of like craziness that I have like when I was like younger and stuff.
I feel like the further they get away from keeping it a one day, the more the actual effect will wear off, and then it'll abolish itself. And then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what's crazy... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I avoid Black Friday like the plague. And especially this year, because it will be actually like a plague.
Yeah, if you think people are people are hyped up to get like TVs and shit now think of it, they're not wearing a mask.
None of them.
They're wearing a Nazi flag mask for some reason to prove a point. And you guys both touch the TV at the same time, and you can't Shaolin Showdown for it, so you got to just sit there and try to fight. So it's like I am not risking. I mean, I did it before, but it's just like if you're going out this Black Friday or planning on it, like maybe take some Muay Thai lessons before or something, Krav Maga, whatever it's called.
Krav Maga.
Because it's gonna be more vicious than ever, honestly. But on the electronics thing, I think what's I guess most interesting about that is that Walmart and Target are such big distributors and such big stores that it's like that's a really big point to make for a store. You know what I mean? And that's true. That's awesome to me because it's like, they're not a person, so you can't treat them. You can't talk to Walmart on Twitter. You're actually talking to a person. But to know that that kind of change is possible and that they're doing it, it's just like, I don't know. I never thought I'd see the day where Target is closing on Black Friday, and I don't know. I guess that's a little W for this year, but
little tiny W.
Yeah, it's a little. They pulled it out before, but I'm cool with it. I don't know. I don't think I've worked a Black Friday in a second, but because I have Mexican Thanksgiving, which is different than y'all's Thanksgivings, so I worked anyway. When I worked retail, but I haven't worked one in a little bit, and I haven't gone Black Friday shopping. So, I guess I am interested to see what's gonna happen because I remember seeing the video of the mall from last year. Do you guys remember seeing that?
I don't think so.
Have to be a little more specific.
It was they opened the Victoria's Secret at Woodland Hills, and like someone's filming from the higher up, from up,
I think
up
I
high.
remember, yeah.
That's at Woodland Hills.
Yeah, it was
What,
crazy.
people just like
Bro,
like ants just.
Imagine like a river and the dam just breaks.
Wow.
The dam is breaking.
Yeah, and like just people swarmed in, like people get fucking like stomped out and shit. Like it's crazy. Like
that's
it ain't worth it, mate.
Oh my god.
It's pretty bad, but I'll have to show you guys.
Well,
that
they
video
would
once we get
probably
done.
say that the same sort of savagery. Those people would probably say the same sort of savagery exists at like a hardcore show. They would probably look at people jumping off a stage and beating each other up in the pit, and they'd be like, "What are they doing?
They're jumping on each other's head. They're beating the shit out of each other.
What's the reason for this?
Why
violence?
are they doing that?
Why are they punching
Savages."
Cool. Any other thoughts before we close out?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Are we good on the Cars theory?
Yes.
Yes.
Like a whole other new podcast for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Each episode
we'll do
delves into
a
new
bonus
subject.
episode. We'll throw it on Patreon. Cool. All right. If that's gonna be it, you guys can follow us at RoseGoldOK. We have Instagram. That's the best one to follow us on. We have Twitter, and then we have. Unfortunately, we still have Facebook. If you guys want to follow us there, that'd be great. We also make music. If you are just finding us through the podcast. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple, we're on all the streaming sites. We have Bandcamp if you want to download or pay for music. Feel free.
Rose Gold OK.
Yes, Rose Gold OK or just Rose Gold. You'll find us there. As far as the podcast goes, the best thing you guys can do for us, actually, now that we're on YouTube, you guys can like, comment, and subscribe. And
Hit the notification bell. Drop a comment down in the
What's up,
comment
guys?
section.
What's up, YouTubers?
What's up?
So
So,
Ryan, hit him with that. Hit him with
What's
that
the video I
custom
sent you?
Here's a customer for Tony.
What's the video I sent to our group chat? The morning, y'all? Or the,
Oh, that was amazing. It's like, hey guys, what's up? Hey, what's up, guys?
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning, y'all.
morning, y'all.
Good morning, y'all.
Morning, y'all.
Good afternoon, y'all.
but yeah, now that we have YouTube, you guys can subscribe to our YouTube. Like the videos, do that. If you have Apple Podcasts, rate us 5 stars. They took away the 4 through 1 option. I don't know why, so just hit 5. Don't bother with the other ones. So do that. We have a little bit of merch left. If you guys want to do that, I'll put that in the description link, and it's always available in our bio. Other than that, thank you guys for checking us out, and we will see you this time on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Signing out.